Hey, 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 hey. Welcome. We have not been with you guys for a while. We've been dealing with quite a bit. But I want to welcome you guys to a crossover
Excuse me.
episode of It's On and the Size Up. This is normally our It's On night, so we're gonna mix it up tonight. Um, I want to start. Where do you want to start? You want to start with some reality? What we doing?
We can start with some reality. This will get the reality over with.
Get that tea out the way. So, Real Housewives of Atlanta is coming back. They're definitely coming back. As a matter of fact, this week, if I'm not mistaken, um, a little bit of controversy already. Uh, this relationship between Sheree and Martell.
Girl.
Apparently, Martell had a plan to be a part of the Real Housewives of the Atlanta because apparently he hit Kenya Moore hair care up before he hit up Sheree. Now, I don't know how true this is. I don't know if Kenya just trying to do this to play up on the season because on back at the reunion, Kenya was like egging Sheree and Martell on because Martell called while they was taping the reunion. Now it seems there's about to be some trouble, okay, out here in these streets. Um, they are both allowed to go on each other's show because Sheree is going to show up on Martell's show at Love and Marriage Huntsville. And of course, Martell, I guess he stay at her house when he go to Atlanta. Uh, because he's definitely gonna be all over the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So we're gonna see how that works out for them. And if this mutually agreed upon relationship works out in their best interest, we don't know. But we will see. Um, Personally, Sheree, you got three grown kids. That man got five young kids. Do you really want to be stepmama to them five kids? That's all. I just want to put that out there. Uh, so you can understand. And both baby mamas. Well, I don't think Melanie is crazy. I do know that the other one is the one he had the baby with her own. I mean, the baby with on Melanie during their marriage.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that girl is crazy and will do anything for a book. So I'm really trying to understand how this is beneficial for Sheree at all. Um, I don't get it. I don't see it. I don't understand. Of course, apparently they are going to activate Candy this season. Apparently,
Oh man. It seems like
well,
they just doing a full on attack on Candy. They
yeah.
tired of Candy getting the bad.
Here's my thing though. Y'all are in Atlanta, what we like to call the Black Hollywood. Why are you mad because Candy's getting a bag? Why are you not going out and getting said bag? There are a plethora of opportunities in the ATL. It's not her fault that she invests her money where y'all go shopping. She invests and start businesses. That's what she does. I don't understand what the problem is. But Marlo has not let up off of Candy. So we do see that. And apparently Candy and Sonya maybe about to be getting into it. I don't know. We'll see how this works and how this takes place and go forward. I let me say this, Bravo. What I'm not interested in is the trailer being better than the whole season. I'm not interested in that at all. I need y'all to bring it. I need every episode to bring it. That's
To
what
be
I.
brunk. To be brunk.
I'm just saying because I'm not. I ain't for it at all. Meanwhile, on another show that shoots in Atlanta, Married to Medicine is getting Faye Faye. We talked about that. She's dating a doctor. So that's her buy-in to the Married to Medicine. But we were hearing that Quad was no longer going to be a part of the show. Well, Quad is going to be in the mix with the peoples. I don't know how that's going to go. I think that's going to be super weird.
Um,
Um,
she's gonna have her bay. I bet you. I
I
bet
need
you.
her to have her bay at this point. I need
She's gonna
somebody.
have her bay because she can't have her ex bay get married on the show and she ain't got no bay. I'm sorry. That's how I see it.
So of course we talked about Quad and her ex-husband's dynamic, how um he wanted kids, she wasn't ready to have them. And a lot of people say, well, you ain't want no kids. And I was like, I feel like that might have been I don't want kids now, because she actually had a baby girl through a surrogate, from my understanding, and is also taking care of her nephew. So I don't think that Quad did want to have kids. We don't know the situation with Quad as far as maybe her health is concerned. The older you get, the chances of you having children become slim to none. I know that was like what, 8 or 9 years ago. However, and I don't know how old Quad is.
Quad is in her mid-40s.
Okay, so you don't know what type of reproductive issues that Quad may have had. Quad probably a little superficial with that. But if we have a baby and we had a surrogate or we adopted a baby, I could see her putting that on the table and him completely disregarding what she wanted. And I don't know what it is about men wanting the women to, because y'all ain't doing nothing. Y'all ain't pushing out no babies. Y'all ain't got to carry the baby. You don't have to go through a lot of the drama and stuff that we have to go through. We get bigger, ankle swole, face breaking, all kind of crazy stuff happens while you are pregnant. Not to mention, for some women, there are health ramifications that go behind it. So, to want a woman to go through all of that, in my opinion, especially if she knows her situation, is, I think, not cool. That's just my opinion. So because I don't know specifically what, and I don't think she did. And then the other problem was they were having problems. So their problems weren't just centered around them not having kids. Their problems, I feel like, was also centered around some other stuff that they were dealing with. And in my mind, if I'm fighting with my bae, and my bae talking about he want to have kids, and I'm like, but nigga, we fighting, and our fights are serious. I don't think I would want to bring a child into the world with somebody who I'm not sure if I'm going to be with for the rest of my life. Just my thought process. Because I think that would have been a temporary fix to a bigger problem. We're going to see how this turned out, because it's going to be a mess. There are rumors swirling around that there might be some trouble between Heavenly and Phaedra.
You know, with them, it's gonna be some trouble because they both got mouths, and Phaedra got the comeback of all comebacks. I'm sorry.
Let me tell you something. Phaedra, Heavenly is loud and will cuss you out, but Phaedra can read you without raising her voice, and so that is probably going to be her match, because all the other ladies yelling and cussing back and forth with Heavenly. But when I can come and I can read you, because that's what I feel like, as doctors and as doctors' wives, instead of being quick to cuss somebody out and being ghetto and hood, I think we need to learn and take a page from the book of Phaedra, and we need to read the children and not be loud and cussing folk out. Let me read you real quick. Let me show you how this is done. Because when she bust that Chanel Amon girl out on that stage, she bust that Chanel Amon girl out on that Bravo stage, and I hollered. I promise I couldn't do nothing but holler. I hollered for like, I know, 5 to 10 minutes straight. I was just hollering. That girl couldn't say nothing after that, because you thought you had Phaedra, but what you don't know is Phaedra is an old player from the Himalayas. She's gonna read, okay?
It's over there. I gotta get it.
So yeah, I think she probably has been her match, and I think I think I kind of know what team Phaedra is gonna be on, because they split up in the teams. Whether they split up in the teams, and so anybody that can get Heavenly on Heavenly's level, I think she's gonna be over there with Toya them.
Well, she's friends with Quad, so I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't know either. I don't know either. But we'll see. We shall see. We shall see. We shall see. I feel like they are trying to ease Phaedra back into Housewives of Atlanta. I just do. Mark my words, you heard it here first. They tried her out on, I think first did she first make a guest appearance on
Dubai,
and then they had her in the little girls trip thing, which they do need a do over because that was the most boring. I didn't even finish that season.
I finished it.
I could not because I just could not.
It was hard for me to finish this current season that was on. I was like,
it was. Let me tell you something. I'm not a fan of Giselle Bryant, but what Giselle has done is kept me. That girl was still on that bottle, man. What she did was kept me like, cause at that point I want to know who took this girl bottle, cause I'm tired of hearing about the bottle. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad Whitney and Heather made up.
But then come to find out who took the bottle. Who was it?
Was it Heather?
Who was it? It was Heather.
Heather took the bottle.
So
really, I think
I'm gonna need Giselle to give Candace an apology.
And she ain't gonna do it. But I feel like Heather gave the bottle to Leah. Heather gave the bottle to Leah. Leah gave the bottle to Candace. So Candace actually has the bottle. I think if Giselle didn't make a big deal out of it, they would, and everybody knew who had the bottle. That's what was funny about the whole situation. Everybody knew who had the bottle. Okay.
But that was a boring season too. Even I'm sorry. Even Portia couldn't make that interesting. I'm sorry. I struggled.
It was not as boring as that thing at that house.
Both of them was boring. I think the first season was the most interesting season.
The first season was interesting, but that house, they went to go stay at that lady house up in wherever they was at.
Dorinda's. The Berkshires.
I could not.
Oh, you want mustard on your Philly cheesesteak?
I'm on.
Faith.
Okay, I'm here.
You're frozen. Okay, now you're
okay. Not. So, cause he stepped on the cord. So, I don't think the house one was not interesting to me. I did enjoy. I was okay with this season. It was better than the Berkshire. It was better than the Berkshires to me.
Yeah. However, it was both of them was suck. Both of them sucked, but I'm sorry.
So that's happening. Jen Shaw's husband said nope to the Salt Lake City. He ain't doing it.
Now, why would you think a husband? This is what I didn't understand. Why did you think a husband is going to shoot without his wife?
Well,
were they going to try to show him going to the jail, even though they can't get inside the jail?
So that's the thing. So they want to show that dynamic. They want to show how he's coping, how the kids' lives are going. Him hanging out with the other husbands, they want to show that. And really, I think as a family, they decided that they was done with Housewives.
But they treated Jen Shaw like crap.
What? But let's be real.
I mean, I'm just saying. After she pled guilty, she wasn't at the reunion. She was asked not to come to the reunion.
I don't think they asked her not to come to the reunion.
No, she was asked not to come to the reunion.
Who said that? Who confirmed that?
Who confirmed that? I'm trying to see who confirmed that.
I don't think she was asked not to come. I think that's what she did to save face. She wasn't. I don't think Jen was coming. And when she pled guilty, because who wants to face the music? Teresa's situation was different. Because Teresa really ain't nothing. I promise you ain't nothing going on up there. For real. Joe did that all by himself. Right?
But she was stupid enough to sign on those documents.
She was, but here's the thing. And of course, you can go to jail for willful ignorance. I get it. The difference in Teresa and Joe and Jen Shaw is Jen, you created this whole scheme and hurt millions and millions of people. You were the curator of this scheme. It was you. You had people working for you and under you. You created a scheme and you went with it. That's what happened. And here's my thing. You are a bold sister to get on the national TV. Because I feel like if you hadn't been on Real Housewives, and I think that's the real problem. If you hadn't gone on Real Housewives, they probably still would not have caught you, sis. At least not this soon. You probably would have been 85 by the time they caught you, right? And to spend all your money or did what you was going to do with your stuff. Just my thought process. She shed light on her lavish lifestyle. She did that. She agreed to it. And so she showed it. And money was no object because you was playing with other people's money. So how were they supposed to treat her? I'm gonna distance myself from you too, you little criminal. I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's just my thought process. But I get it. They decided that they weren't treated properly. After she pled guilty. And she's still saying she innocent, but I'm like, but sis, apparently they have enough evidence to prove that you're not. That you are guilty. So I don't know. But at any rate, nope. Trying to think of anything else that's interesting. You got anything?
I'm on mute for a while.
Oh, okay. Because I don't know what else to talk. I don't know what other reality. Um, let's shift over to sports. Oh, Grizzlies, the Grizzlies, the Grizzlies, the Grizzlies. Um, so I was very disgusted with the give up that took place on Friday. Like we just gave up the ghost. And a lot of people seem to think that the NBA is scripted. I feel like the owners and the people get in their offices and they make a decision on who wins, who loses, that sort of thing. I want somebody to shut LeBron down. And I'm not saying that because I don't normally like Lebanon James. No, he was a little too cocky during these series, and I don't like him at this point. So Golden State, by all means, tear them Lakers up. I need the babyface assassin to get on his job. Do it for us. I know, and y'all don't even like the Grizzlies. Y'all really don't like the Grizzlies because y'all got a real love-hate relationship with the Grizzlies. But I need y'all to go on and just go on knock the Lakers out the running. You know what I'm saying? Go on get them out the way. Because we ain't got time. I'm tired of LeBron. And he's still talking about the game from Friday. Sir, you won the series. You still talking. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. The Grizzlies said they are going to have exit interviews. I feel like that means some people are going to lose their jobs and positions on the team. I'm not exactly sure. We'll see how that goes. The NFL draft did take place this past week. A lot of people were disappointed in the fact that a lot of the HBCU players did not get their name called. And I was kind of disappointed too. There were better players, I think, as in regards to some of those positions that they could have taken from the HBCUs, but they did get the undrafted contracts. Several of the HBCU students that were in the draft got the undrafted contracts. That is not necessarily the best contract to get. um, as an undrafted player. Um, and I'm gonna take a look at the contracts and so I can get a better understanding of it because I don't know if this is something new that they're starting to do or what. But a couple of our all of our Jackson State players that were up for draft, they did get the undrafted. So we got a Patriot, we got a Miami Dolphin, I think we got a Raven. I'll go back and look and see who got what, who went to what team. But congratulations. But let me tell y'all something. What has been going on in the NFL over the last couple of months have been nothing short of amazing. We're gonna start with Jalen Hurts. So Jalen Hurts is a quarterback for the Eagles, and of course the Eagles made it to the Super Bowl. I think they cheated them out the Super Bowl. I'ma say that because I think they wanted Kansas City to win. That is my honest opinion. I don't dislike the Eagles. I actually like them as a team. I'm a Cowboys fan though, and of course we're allowed to like other teams. But I think they wanted Kansas City to actually win the Super Bowl. That's just my thoughts. Cause that last call in that game, that man was not in bounds. I'm just gonna put that out there right now. I'm y'all know what I'm talking about. They cheated them boys. But at any rate, Jalen was able to negotiate. His agent is a black female. And I'm gonna look up Jalen Hurts' agent for me, Wendy, if you don't mind. Um so Jalen Hurts for a short period of time was the one of the highest paid or the highest paid player in the NFL with a 255
Nicole Lynn.
Nicole Lynn, okay. $255 million contract extension with 179 million guaranteed. But right when the NFL draft was beginning, we got another quarterback from the Ravens, Lamar Jackson, who negotiated this deal by himself. He used Jalen Hurts' situation to negotiate a better deal for himself, and he negotiated a $260 million contract with 185 million guaranteed. That's on the 5-year extension. So both guys are going to be with their respective teams at least for another 5 years with guaranteed millions in the bank. Super excited. And listen, I make a joke that when my child makes it, because he gonna make it to the NFL, that I'm gonna be Tasha Mack. Not the toxic part of Tasha Mack, but the part of Tasha Mack that's negotiating the deal and negotiating the contract for her child to make sure he gets the best deal ever. I'm gonna continue to be doing that and looking at contracts and all this stuff. And all we gotta do is hire lawyers. As a matter of fact, there was a mama who did that for her son. Um, they did was hire lawyers to look over the documents. She didn't get an agent to do anything, and she got her son a good deal. So I think that is good. And I'm grateful that the NFL, because it used to be everybody used to talk about how the NFL did and how your money wasn't guaranteed. You couldn't get stuff up front and that sort of thing. And they're changing the game even with that. So congratulations to all of our black NFL players. I'm super excited for all of them and super excited to see them. And congratulations to all the young men that were drafted in the NFL. I hope you guys make your families proud, your teammates proud, the whole nine. Get in there and do the work and make it happen. So that is my sports talk for the night. Tonight is the Met Gala. They are honoring Karl Lagerfeld.
Mm-hmm.
And so Karl passed, I think, in 2019 at the age of 85, but he has been like creative director for quite a few houses of fashion, if you will. So Fendi, Chanel, houses like that, and he's creatively directed them and did their thing. So tonight is a night or an ode to Karl Lagerfeld. So I cannot wait to see like the dresses. I've seen a couple of them so far. Haven't been wowed by anybody yet. Nicole Kidman wore like a dress that she wore back in the early 2000s for a Chanel campaign, Chanel number 5 campaign. So she did wear that. But I want to see, and I'm always excited to see our people on that red carpet, and their contribution to like the fashion world. So I can't wait to see what they come up with and what we're able to see on the red carpet. Um, Let me see, Lord. Jonathan Majors update. Um,
Man, it ain't looking good for him.
it's not. Management team has dropped him, but his agents have not. Um, I you know
And you know what? If I was him, number one, I'd leave them white women alone. Number two, I would sue. I would sue.
you know what I don't. Here's the thing. I don't know what's true and what's not true, and I mean that's the short and the long of it.
Mhm.
Your attorney is saying your attorney is supposed to defend you, but some of the things that your attorney has done, by the way, he has the same attorney that Jen Shaw has. Um, something is not, something ain't clean in the water. You know how they say it's three sides to each, everybody's story, your side, they side, and the truth.
Mhm.
I need to know what the truth is, before I make an honest. I can't automatically go because I do know the angst that comes behind um the wolf crying, if you will. I'm gonna say that the cry wolf syndrome that some white women tend to have in situations like that, and because they know they have the upper hand in the situation, I can identify with the fact that they will abuse it. At the same time, there have been rumors going around about
About him.
about him. I don't know how much of those rumors are true or not. So that's what I'm saying. I need to know more than what the salaciousness of the story is. They showed the girl going out to the club, partying and dancing after the incident happened. So I don't know. Literally don't know what's going to be right and what's going to be wrong. I do know that there's a double standard when it comes to a lot of things,
Mhm.
especially in the world that we live in. There's a double standard. You have known predators and known people in the industry that people know that they do certain things or they've done certain things. They know the rumors, they know everything that comes out about them, but they still hold them up on this high pedestal. Whereas
Mhm.
let a black person do one thing wrong, or let a black person make a mistake, or let a black person do something that they ain't supposed to be doing. And we're ready to crucify him. And not just the white America, black America does it as well. So I don't know what's true and what's not true in that situation. I do agree that there's a particular set, and let me say this: I don't have no problem with interracial love. I promise I don't. We're in the year of our Lord 2023, and I feel like we should be able to date who we want to date. I feel like we should be able to marry whoever we want to marry. I'm not even gonna do it like that. I do think that when some guys go for a certain girl because they don't want to deal with back talk or whatever the attitudes you feel like you get from black women, you end up burned a whole lot more than if you just had to deal with the folk you knew and grew with. Um, so I don't know. I'm not sure. It could be a what who's attracted to me type of thing too. I could understand Dennis Rodman because Dennis Rodman is not an attractive man. So if the white girl's going for Dennis Rodman because of his money and that's where he can get his, you see what I'm saying? I see both sides of the pillow, if you know what I'm saying.
Mhm.
And so I don't know what Jonathan Major's situation is. I don't. I don't think he's ever revealed the mother of his child. He has a daughter, a 7-year-old daughter, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think he's ever revealed who that young lady was. But I also don't know. So if she is of the black persuasion, the Latino persuasion, I don't know what color she is. So I don't know if that's something that he normally goes for. But listen, what we don't need to do is be attracting, a certain type. And typically, the signs when somebody is not all the way there, or if somebody's there using you, or maybe you don't. I don't know. But he needs to change his circle, in my opinion. Um, so Don Lemon, oh God, yeah, we ain't talked about this. Johnny and Tucker Carlson were fired on the same day. Don Lemon, from my understanding, has been known to be a nightmare behind closed doors.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it's been bad. It has not been pretty, specifically towards women in his field that he works with. Um and so they kind of moved him from his nightly primetime program to the morning. So it kind of was something that we kind of know might have been in the works, right? But instead of them firing him like normal bosses do, they sent word through his agent. So he felt, I've been with y'all for 17 years and all y'all couldn't tell me. Now Tucker, I don't care about Tucker getting fired. I mean, you win some, you lose some, Tuck. Okay. Um, but Don, if you indeed have been a nightmare to work with behind the scenes, I say take this as a learning lesson. And if you ever get back in the game, or if somebody decides they want to hire you, do the opposite of what you did at CNN. That's all I'm saying. But I'm gonna also say this: we create environments on jobs that makes it okay for people to be that way. You don't say anything to that person. You don't put them in their place. You know what I'm saying? You don't say this is not the culture. You allow that person to terrorize the neighborhood per se, and get out of character with all of the people and make it very difficult to work with them. And you treat them like a star instead of treating them like the bum that they are, right? Bringing them that humility goes a long way, right? So
Mm-hmm.
if in fact, because this is alleged, if in fact Dunn has been a nightmare behind scenes towards his co-workers and producers, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, y'all shouldn't have let that go on for as long as you did.
Mm-hmm.
You are part of the problem. You part of the problem. Just my 2 cents. You are part of the problem. So, um, I wish him the best. They said he on somebody's island, living his best life. By all means, do this, sir. Do your thing. Meta has gotten rid of all of their Facebook shows. All the Facebook shows are gone, including Red Table Talk. Red Table Talk is in the process of looking for a new home. I think YouTube is where you guys would thrive. Just my thoughts. Um, or get a Patreon page like all the other people are doing. Y'all don't need Patreon. Y'all don't need nobody to subscribe to pay to hear y'all talk about y'all junk. So by all means, go on over to YouTube, y'all, and do that. Get a nice little YouTube channel. Y'all can monetize it. You know what I'm saying? Take your followers with you from the Facebook Watch. That's what it was called, Facebook Watch. But guess who had something to say about the cancellation of the Red Table Talk?
True girl.
Nick, I don't know all my kids' name. Can it? So Nick blames Red Table Talk on the fact that he blames Red Table Talk for Will going up on the stage and slapping Chris Rock. That's what he blames. Um, I think that it's safe to say that the blame probably shouldn't go on Red Table Talk itself. Maybe the doings of your wife in the background.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But Nick, pot meets kettle, kettle meets pot. Cause sir, you don't know your children's name. You don't know your kids' names.
He don't know his kids' names for real.
Girl,
Please tell me you can't.
let me hold on. Let me give you some context. He was doing a interview with somebody and they asked him to name his kids, and my nigga could not name all of his kids. You understand what I'm saying to you?
He got so
And
many of them.
one of the
He got so many of them.
one of the mamas was like, well, I don't understand why. I said, first of all, sis, no, because you part of the problem. Listen, if that man forgot my child's name, okay, what I would not be doing
Just
is,
have more kids by him.
first of all, because y'all keep having the kids. Do you know that eventually he gonna forget all their names? You do know that. So, sis, there was nothing that you should have said. I don't feel sorry for you. I don't. You are one of many baby mamas, and of course, he probably rotates between the same 6 or 7 baby mamas. I don't know. You minus Mariah, because Mariah ain't got time for all of that. But I'm just saying, like, this is ridiculous. It's ridiculous, y'all. And I ain't got no problem with, if you want to populate the people, populate the country, whatever. Do what you do, but there is no way your kids are gonna have a problem with you, because money is not everything at all. Not everything. Um. So yeah, we'll go from there. Poor Tyrese, I guess. I don't know. Tyrese is fighting child support right now. With his ex-wife Samantha Johnson. Um, Here's my thing too. Let's talk about this. I believe that if I have been, what's the word I'm looking for? If I have been kept with a certain type of lifestyle, I literally believe that in me keeping up with that lifestyle, I don't believe that certain things, like, I feel like at some point while you was in the house with the man, right? Making sure the house was straight, make sure everything, and keep in mind she got her own money. She really do. So I don't know why you going after him for more money, because she started businesses and stuff while she was in the house. So take your child support, right? And gone on back to the house. You see what I'm saying? Take your child support, because the child don't need to suffer, but gone on back to the house. Now, of course, Tyrese has been accused of cheating. So has Neo, because Neo wife, yeah.
So you get them how you lose them how you got them.
Yep. Yep. I'm
That's how.
enjoying seeing the prom pictures of all the kids. I'm enjoying seeing it. I don't understand why we stepping on the girls' dresses. Can somebody tell me what that means? Cause that ain't cute at all. I would be mad if somebody stepped on my dress. I'm just gonna put that out there right now. But I am enjoying seeing my little nieces and nephews graduate from high school, going to the prom, giving their decisions on what school they're attending. I can't wait to go back through all of that again with my child. At that point, I will be a millionaire. I just need y'all to understand. I'm gonna be grinding hard, because that's the extra child. I gotta make some money for him. Okay, that's the extra one. So I'm enjoying the pictures. Y'all keep them coming. I know graduation is probably about 2 or 3 weeks away for high schoolers. um, but congratulations to everybody. And I'm seeing so many kids that are growing up. I know plenty of them I done watched grow up from Facebook up until this point. So I'm excited to see. And so keep the prom pictures coming, keep the graduation pictures coming, the decision day pictures coming. I can't wait. I can't wait to hear these announcements and where you're going and where you're gonna start your new life and all that good stuff. Let me also say this. Parents, know who your kids are. There's so much pressure for kids to go to college, kids to go to school. They only have a certain amount of scholarships to give out. There are outside scholarships that you can definitely apply for. I advise to start applying for scholarships probably by junior year. Start applying to schools junior year, especially if you know you got good grades, good test scores, that sort of thing. But everybody is not cut out for college. They're not. Trade school, even if they're not ready to go to a full 4-year institution, it is perfectly okay for them to go to a 2-year school before going to the big university. So those are the things I want you guys to think about. Some kids just want to get out in the world and work. I would advise to have your child have a plan. Please do not send your child out in the world without a plan, without a budget, without certain things. So right now it's cheaper to stay at the house. I'm just gonna say it right now. It is cheaper to stay right on at the house.
Don't be too anxious to go ahead and have your kids, leave the house. Please don't, because you're setting them up for failure.
Failure. So I definitely want to put that out there. But shout out to everybody. I hope you guys get what you want. I hope everybody got into the school that they wanted to get into. And yeah, that's that. Tia and Corey Hardrick. Tia
Have
married.
finalized their divorce.
They finalized their divorce. They came up with an amicable agreement with the custody of the kids. I think she not paying him no spousal support. He got a job now, so but they got a written agreement regarding their property and marriage rights, including support. They have not talked about the details of the custody and the financial support have not been revealed, but everything has been resolved, so we won't be hearing any more drama. He hasn't been saying much of anything. She's really been like dropping little nuggets here and there, kind of alluding to the fact that she took care of him because she got that long money. I don't know if you guys heard about this young man, Ralph Yarl. I'm sorry. In Missouri, Kansas. I'm sorry, in Kansas. Ralph, who is a musician, 16 years old, 5'8", maybe 100 and something pounds, soaking wet. Went to the wrong house to pick up his younger siblings. I think he got twin little brother, something like that. They were at a play date. He went to go pick them up. He was at the wrong house. The man didn't say anything. He didn't come to the door. He shot the baby in the head. That baby.
But then try to say that he was afraid for his safety.
Right, because he was 6 foot tall. No, he wasn't. He was barely taller than me. What you talking about? Not only that, let's also talk about the fact that this baby knocked on 5 different people's doors. The only person that was willing to open the door had a gun cocked, saying, "Get on the ground." He got a gunshot wound to his head. Y'all are racist.
And he was able to walk to the other folks' house to ask for help.
Right, but would nobody open the door except for this one person that pulled their gun out and told him to get on the ground before they would help him? What world do we live in where this is what we're doing? I'm super confused. They didn't got the 85-year-old man that shot the baby. I don't know if he's out on bail.
Well, his ex-wife is like, "Dog, he don't believe him. Don't believe any word that come out his mouth. Cause he ain't a good person.
He's a racist. He's a Trumper. I hate it. I literally hate that. By the grace of God, this baby is alive. And he's gotten all types of invites. He's spoken to the president. He is going to he's been invited to Alicia Keys' concert when she goes to the Kansas show. That's sweet of her. And I'm just gonna leave it at that. But this is the world that we live in, and our kids are having to deal with unnecessary violence. You know what I'm saying?
I really want my son to move out of the country, to be honest with you.
I want to move out. I'm not playing. Let me tell y'all something. Uganda is looking better and better every day. What's the other place I want to go visit? Let me tell y'all something. I can live like a queen over in the Africa. Understand what I'm saying? And I'm for it. I'm all for it. If I could figure out what I could do over yonder in the Africa, let me tell you what I would be doing. Cause I can get some box braids in Africa for less than $70. Let me go on over here to Ghana. You see what I'm saying? I don't have no problem because I can't listen. They got air conditioning and stuff over there too. And the way they do their utilities, they not robbing us like the light gas and the water be robbing us over here. They, I need something, God. Help me become the millionaire I want to be so that I can leave the country, because that's what I've been trying to do since Trump got it out, because I've been trying to get out of here. Get me the hell out of here. Okay. So girl, I got a funny story. So I read an article where what is Uncle Jesse's real name in real life? What's his name?
John Stamos.
John Stamos talked about how he got the Olsen Twins fired, baby, from the show, because they was like they could not do it. So if you ever remember the episode where him and Uncle Joey had the babysit the babies, and of course they switched the babies out. Back then, they probably still do that. Whenever you have a baby, but you get to twin babies, so you can switch the babies out and all that stuff. Some shows they switch the babies out and they ain't twins. They don't look nothing like. You be like, wait a minute, they got the other baby on this episode. But back then they found identical twins to play the role of one person, and they would swap them out. Even as the girls got bigger, they would swap them out until the show canceled and that sort of thing. So they were babies at the time, and something happened where the babies got upset. And so when one cried, the other cried. Jesse was like, get rid of them. We can't do this. He was like, no. And so they fired the poor babies. And then they kept trying different kids, and the different kids weren't working. And Jesse was like, you know what? I miss them kids. Bring them back. But he didn't fire the babies. I said they probably would have never known this story, Jesse, had you not told this story. Maybe their mom and daddy told them. I don't know.
Just keep your mouth shut.
You done fired the babies. Now they make more money than you. Oh my God, awful. I thought that was so funny. He was like, you know what? I miss them children. I miss them so much. Bring them back. So I don't know. Who knows what would have happened to Mary Kate and Ashley had they never been brought back, and Jesse had still been in that same frame of mind. So we do have Queen Charlotte's that will be also gracing us at the end of the week. I cannot wait. Netflix, don't release that now. Don't release it now so I have some watch.
And please don't do a series like Firefly. Girl, did you watch that? Did you watch Firefly?
Who's in Firefly?
Firefly Lane, whatever.
Oh, okay. Don't do that. Yeah, I feel like Shonda is the queen of leaving stuff on for seasons and seasons. Like, I feel like we're gonna get Bridgerton, the grandchildren, because Grey's Anatomy has been on TV for how long?
Girl,
listen, I'm telling you, I think we're gonna ride this Bridgerton train to Georgia. Do you understand what I'm saying? We is gonna be here. Okay, I don't think she's gonna do Queen Charlotte like that. Now, I don't know that Julia, the lady who over the books, because she got like how many 10 books She got 10. Is it 10?
She got quite a few because it's 8 kids.
It's 8 kids. So they're following the books, although they skipped the older
They
Richmond
skipped
boy.
okay, Anthony was the oldest boy.
Right.
And
I'm
then it was
saying the next
Benedict.
oldest. They skipped Benedict to go to the other baby, Colin and Penelope, because they ready for Colin. I'm ready for Colin and Penelope. Penelope done got a backbone, baby. Penelope said, "Yes, I am." Lady Bridgerton, whatever her name is, what's her name?
Lady Whistledown.
Lady Whistledown, and her best friend know, and they beefing. So I need to understand how this is going. But from my understanding, they're gonna age them up.
Because the girl that plays Francesca is not gonna be on there. Well, they replaced her with another people, and I think they're gonna replace the younger kids up, age them up. I don't know.
I don't know about that, but I do know that the girl that plays Penelope is still gonna be on there.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't even understand. All they have to do is because they grown in real life anyway.
And here's my thing: even though I love me some Reggae Jean Page, even though I love me some Reggae Jean, I love me some Reggae Jean. They can get another Duke of Hastings.
I want him. I'm sorry.
I know we want him, but shoot, the girl Daphne ain't gonna be on there on the 3rd season.
But she grown in real life.
Right, but she's not her. They're not gonna even put her character on there because it doesn't make sense for her to keep showing up without her husband.
That makes sense. And it's not about her. We'll see how this goes. This is gonna be quite interesting. Shakeups. So I think we're gonna do a renewal cancellation show real soon, so we can see what's been canceled, what's been renewed. Of course, we know Firefly Lane. And I gotta finish
the last one.
This was
girl.
I'm
all I gotta say is beaches all over again.
Yeah. Phenomenal acting, by the way.
Because you know how the fate is. You know what the girl's fate is.
Yeah.
I already know.
Yeah.
And so it was beaches. I was sitting there. Did you ever know you were my hero?
Stop. Hold on for 1 second. Keep talking.
But yeah, and then I started watching Indian Matchmaker. I only saw the 3rd season, so I watched the 3rd season. So now I'm gonna go watch the 1st and 2nd season. I said Indian Matchmaker.
Heather was talking about that.
That's what made me want to watch it. And I'm like, these folks be tripping. And I'm thinking, some of these guys, they can't be straight. You look and you be like, nah, honey.
Interesting. But it's on my list of things to watch.
But I just started watching the 3rd season. I haven't even started watching
the first from the beginning. But I believe that's a show though. Are they looking at different matchmaking situations? Are there people on there that's gonna continue on from the one season to the next?
Well, it appears to be that it was a couple that was match made in a previous season, and then they started, they getting really, really serious to the point the dude went asked the girl to go to India with him to meet his parents. And that's a big deal when you do that.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay.
But see, watching Heather stuff, looking at Heather stuff, I'm like, okay, I gotta watch this now. She's talking about it.
It's a lot going on, and I gotta pace myself. I'm trying to study so that I can get my life in order. Okay, cool. So it's a lot to watch on the television. I have yet to watch I Want to Dance with Somebody. Um, I'm going to watch it. It is on Netflix. I'm getting mixed reviews. I'm hearing that, of course, the characters don't always look like the
Of
people.
course not. They're just playing the people.
Right, because they're playing a character. Sometimes with makeup, you can get if somebody has the same build. Sometimes with makeup, you can make them look a certain way. This young lady, I think, is Jamaican English or something like that. She's from England. She does not sing, so these are actually Whitney Houston's vocals that you'll be hearing in the movie. So I'm sure she's doing a great job of lip syncing.
Yeah,
Um,
she did a great job lip syncing.
okay, so I'm gonna watch it. I just got to be
It
aware.
was okay. I'm not gonna say it was the best. I'm glad they didn't. Well, one thing I can tell you, they didn't do when she passed. You know, they didn't
They,
do that part. They did not.
okay, okay,
Cause I said, what are they gonna do that? And I'm like, no, they're not gonna do that. But it was okay to me.
okay.
They really touched on her relationship with that girl though.
I don't know why they want. So here's my thing. So that's my question. Did the family approve this? That's what I'm super confused about. Did they approve this whole situation? I'm confused. Somebody, because y'all were mad when they did the movie on Lifetime, right?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all didn't stay, so y'all stood behind this, and the majority of what y'all talked about was her relationship with this girl. I'm confused. We'll see. I'll watch it. That's all I got for the evening. I know it was some more we had to talk about, but I don't.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think. I am trying to think. What else? I'm trying to think, girl.
I can't. I don't know. But we are gonna talk about. Real quick. Rest in peace to Harry Belafonte. Who passed
That's what I wanted to talk
this
about.
past week. There
We
are a lot of
lost. Who else did we lose? Harry Belafonte, and then we lost somebody else the day before.
I don't know
It
who we
was
lost the
somebody
day
else that
before.
passed the day
I
before.
know who passed the
Jerry Springer. Jerry
well, I know
Springer.
who passed the same day that Jerry Springer passed.
Who?
That heifer that lied on Emmett Till.
Girl, girl, girl. You should see how TikTok is. They are just saying, may she burn.
I'm just saying that you done lied on a child, baby. You lied on a child. There's a special place. And doubling down. Now, you know what I believe? I believe that she told that man who wrote that book the truth. I believe she did. I believe she told that man the truth. And I believe that was her truth. And then after the fact, the family wanted to try to brush it under the rug. I did think she told that man the truth, but here's the thing: you didn't do the right thing, sis. You didn't do the right thing at all. You could have. This family has been fighting for years and years and years and years and years for the truth, and you know the truth, and you said nothing. You told the man who recorded you for the book. You could have took that. You could have did the right thing and told the truth. And so that's what I hate. She didn't get to do. Other than
You know,
that, you're dead,
they
and
they hope that she suffered. I mean, it
of
was
course,
just,
because we're gonna be dramatic because we don't particularly care for the lady who lied on the child, on a 14-year-old child.
girl.
Um.
But you know who book I want to read now? I want to read Eartha Kitt's memoir.
So yeah. So little known fact, or maybe it might be a big known fact. So Arthur got around in in the hood in the Black Hollywood. Okay. And apparently Harry, who we all know ended up marrying a white woman, and was really known for loving the white women, told Eartha he could never be with her after having
Cause
sex
she
with her.
can't do, cause she can't do nothing for him.
Correct. Um, And so a lot of people did not, although Harry Belafonte did fight in the civil rights movement, it still was like, so are you fighting for us for real? Because you really don't like the black woman. And I get you get to have a preference, but like, sir, we put you up on this pedestal as a civil rights activist, but you telling a black woman it ain't nothing you could do for me, but sit on me when I need you to and be on about your business. I don't know how I can get behind that part. Um, but yeah, I definitely am interested in reading Eartha Kitt. You know what so a piece of information I didn't want to know.
And then I want to read Diana Carroll.
Hold on. Let's go here. Let me tell you a piece of information I wish I had never known.
What?
Why Smokey Robinson tell us that him and Diana Ross had an affair? Did I need to know this 800 years later?
Hold on. Why he got an album called Gasms?
Oh yeah, I showed you that. I hollered. Sir, you are all of 72 years old. Why
no, he's older than 70.
I know he is. He like in his 80s. Why are you having gasms?
Are they spasms?
That's the name of the album. The name of the album should be called Spasms, not gasms.
Because, girl, have you been seeing how he be doing with his hips and stuff? He be trying to.
I'd be like, sir, break that hip if you want to. Break that hip if you want to.
The hip was already broken. That's a replacement right there. I'm like, dude.
Wow. I done hollered today. I don't think I needed to know. A lot of people are like, well, Diana Ross already said it, and I didn't read her memoir. I didn't need to know that. Y'all keep your 1952 relationship where it belongs in 1952. I don't need to know what y'all did, but y'all are old. I don't care about your affairs. Listen, if you laid it low and spread it wide back in 1952, I don't want to know about it. Okay, I would like to think of you as who I think of you right now. I know you probably had sex back then. I don't need to know that now. Okay, right. All hearts and minds clear, because I don't want to know what you did with who you did it with at that point in time. I do not care. Lena Horne has an interesting one too, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
She really, really does. I read that because I was working in a museum and they had the book there, so I read it cover to cover. It was quite interesting. That's all we got, y'all, for real. That's all.
Is that all? What time is it?
It's
8:05.
we did this. Normally we started late. We've been on here for about an hour.
Yeah, but I'm saying we normally have more than this kind of content. We probably usually have more content, but you know what? I understand.
I'm a little sleepy. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I'm about to get sleepy. I'm about to take my other medication.
Make sure y'all watch Peter Pan, Wendy and Peter and Wendy or whatever.
It's out on Disney Plus.
It's on Disney Plus. Yara Shahidi is Tinkerbell. I cannot wait till the end of. Is it the end of May? When my girl Haley is gonna be the Little Mermaid. I told the boys we's going. Okay, we going. I had to make sure that they understood. I didn't know they had to pay for the Walk of Fame star.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that they had to do that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, we're gonna see. We'll talk about some other things. We will.
I just, you know what trips me out? Okay, and then I'm gonna let you go because I know you're sleepy. This war with Ron DeSantis, I call him Ron DeSatan, and Disney. And Disney having the upper hand against him every time.
Yeah, so what y'all gonna learn, politicians, is this, okay? Disney can own the state of Florida. Let's be real clear, okay? Walt Disney World can own Florida, okay? If one of them bad boys from the Disney CEO offices ran for governor, they gonna win because it's the happiest place on earth. Them folk bring in the majority of your revenue in the state of Florida.
Florida.
If Disney World wasn't there, guess where we would not be visiting? Florida.
Florida.
Okay? Because I don't want to get caught up in no hurricane down there. You understand what I'm saying? So listen and listen clear. Y'all better sit down and leave Disney World alone because them folk ain't playing with y'all. They gonna own the state of Florida. Keep playing them games. Keep playing stupid games. You're going to get stupid results. Okay? All
Playing
right?
stupid man tax, but it's funny. It is funny. And you know that they had changed the law where now Ron DeSantis don't have to leave being a governor if he wants to run for president.
How does that work?
These politicians, these Republicans in there's the majority of the state Senate in Florida, they done made a law that it is okay for Ron DeSantis, and yes, I call him that because that's what he is. That he can run for president without quitting his job, resigning.
How that's supposed to work?
And it's just real funny how certain race can change laws like that.
How? Listen, understand what I'm saying. So if he wins the presidency, who gonna step up to be the governor? Because you can't run Florida.
The lieutenant governor, of course, the lieutenant governor. But the thing is, he's not going to win.
I don't think he's going to win.
I don't think Trump is even going to win because look what the Republican people
going on right now.
Right. But if you think about what's going on, what these Republicans are especially these men Republicans are doing with these laws against women's bodies, do you actually think that these young folks, because the old folks are dying, they're dying.
I'm sorry.
So who you have? Who you have? Who you have? You have Gen Z that's about to start voting.
This fool said old folks are dying.
I know, but you know what I'm talking about.
I'm sorry, it's the way you said it. Old folks are dying. Like it's a secret or something, girl. Like that.
No, it's no secret.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm sorry. I was so sorry.
But I'm just saying, I don't think that these Republicans have thought about it.
They don't.
They have not thought about it. And then you saw what happened in Nashville.
Willful ignorance is what they don't understand. They willfully will be ignorant until they lose everything. That's the problem. That's the issue. Y'all are stupid.
And then y'all want to pass a bill. Y'all want to pass a thing about the spending bill, and y'all want to cut all of these. Cut the Medicare, cut the Medicaid, cut housing for Section 8, cut food stamps for seniors and old people. Y'all really want to do that?
I'm sick of the people. By the way, Reasonable Doubt has been renewed for season 2.
And Morris Chestnut's gonna be on
and my boo Morris is gonna be on there. So I cannot wait. I need y'all to come on with season 2 of Reasonable Doubt because I cannot wait.
Okay? I wonder. Those are clean dishes.
Yeah, I'm just trying to go through everything. Oh, Jamie Foxx. Y'all continue to pray for Jamie Foxx. While he was shooting a movie called Back in Action, they were wrapping up production. He had some additional scenes that needed to be shot. And he had a medical emergency that took place. What that medical emergency is, it has not been disclosed. I've heard aneurysm, I heard stroke, not sure. They're saying he's by the day.
He's saying folks trying to get rid of him.
Is that what he said?
He's saying folks trying to get rid of him, allegedly.
Okay, I ain't heard nothing from Jamie. Share that with me. Um, yeah, I think that's it. I'm not talking about Nikki Cannon. I'm just going through the thing.
Mm.
Okay. Gabrielle Union got a movie coming out on Netflix this summer. Oh my god.
Um, I think the way Wade then sold his residence in Florida.
I mean, they
And
stay in California anyway, so I don't know
yeah,
why would you hold on to that?
because because of the 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 attacks on the
LGBTQ.
LB
Yeah. Mhm. I know. All right. Well, we finna get off of here. Y'all,
yeah.
it's been real. We'll be back. Sunday, regular scheduled programming. Monday, regular scheduled programming. Hallelujah. All right. We out. We'll see y'all next time. All right.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Where's my